Sorry, technical trouble.
We're moving on to part 2 now. Where did we leave off?
Well, it very abruptly cuts to a scene of some sort of martial arts tournament where the henchwoman is fighting
Chi-Chi. For some reason. Oh wait, there is a plot point to this, isn't there?
Yep.
She cuts her gracefully on the wrist, which I guess is perfectly legal in a martial arts tournament with no weapons. And we see her putting Chi-Chi's blood into a vial. She's going to use her DNA for something, I guess, is what this alludes to.
And then she gets out, and then she just throws the match and gets out of her just in time for Goku to show up. How the hell Goku got here is anyone's guess.
I thought they were busy, just fighting the
monsters and getting
What was
Dragon
the
Balls.
point of that scene? Let's get away from the lava scene, right? Jesus. Where the heck?
And that, by the way, I gotta go into this. She somehow finds time, the henchwoman, to get into this tournament, to get into a fight with Chi-Chi, to get a few drops of her blood so she can later clone her. This was the easiest way to get a few drops of Chi-Chi's blood that they could come up with.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Next comes the forced Lumsha and Bulma romance scene, which is easily the most completely unnecessary scene in the entire movie, and that is kind of saying something. Okay. Then Rochi teaches Goku a inept interpretive dance moves.
No, actually, I'm pretty sure that was yoga.
So he can learn more about airbending, which then produces fire. The movie can't keep his own bullshit straight.
Oh. Wind, fire. Use the Kamehameha wave, the giant destructive beam of energy which could tear apart, houses and cities and continents and fucking planets eventually. And they just use it to light candles on fire.
Goku's having a hard time picking up this move, though.
I don't blame him.
Oh, God. Then Chi-Chi comes down and decides to give him encouragement. She basically says, okay, I'm going to stand a little bit away from you. And then the more candles you light, the closer you can get to me. Yes, the fate of the entire world apparently is not enough encouragement to learn a super attack. But smoking hot Chi-Chi Poontang, that's enough. Hell yeah, that's enough.
Oh yeah. It's okay, man. It's okay. Breathe. We'll get through this. We're almost done.
I have, It's almost like the movie knew that the only thing I had going for it was I had some really hot chicks, so they tried to cram them in as much of the movie as humanly possible.
Trollier didn't even try to mention Bulma. God. Oh, I thought she was hot.
I was waiting for you to.
Man, well, I'm doing it now because I'll tell you right now, man, the best scenes in this movie were just the ones with her in it, because even though her acting was mediocre at best, she was smoking hot. I mean, she just made that movie watchable at points.
And then the next point, they come to Bulma asleep with perfect hair on the bed.
Absolutely.
It's like they went straight from the hot Asian chick to the hot chick with the blue stripe of hair.
They knew what was going on.
Which is another thing. Nothing in this movie is realistic up to this point, so why not just paint her hair blue?
I mean, heck, well, that's right. They didn't have people flying. I guess they were trying to go for more realism. Because, that's what Dragon Ball is all about.
We'll get to that later on, how badly they failed. But, alright.
What? Oh, yes. The Chi-Chi clone, right?
You don't know it's a clone at first. The first time they run into her,
she's outside of Goku's room, and it's hinted that Chi-Chi and Goku were getting it on.
That's what the other two think, at least.
Yeah, Yamcha and Bulma, who stumbled upon this. And then we see Goku coming out, which then kind of hints that there might be something up with this.
At which point they pull out the, they actually do have the radar.
The Dragon Radar. They got that right. Give them points for that.
And, okay, you see Chi-Chi run away, and then the real Chi-Chi comes in, which comes to my favorite part of this movie, the Chi-Chi twin cat fight.
That's right, guys. Asian twins. Yes. Puntas.
The two fight.
Ron Flames.
Probably the best fight scene in the movie, I have to say, actually. Oddly enough.
Chi-Chi was actually trying, wasn't she?
I think she actually knew how to fight.
Oh, actually, I believe she was in, She was in some bad TV, movie which had a lot of martial arts. The former actress. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, then our hero
Has no idea what to do.
No, he shows up to the scene. He has no idea what to do. One of them gets knocked down. Looks at him, like, Goku, save me! At which point Goku decides to beat the crap out of the other one for no apparent
that's
reason.
exactly what Chi-Chi's character was defined by. Being helpless and calling out to guys to save her as a damsel in distress.
And as he barely is able to fight her, even though we've seen this guy do insane shit before, then the evil clone gets up and points a gun out and shoots him and kills him. She actually kills him.
Yes, Goku is killed by a gun.
Now, this is an important thing.
Oh, God. No.
Hey, Chi-Chi. Like, this is how this is a good way to tell between which one is the good clone and which one is the evil clone. Real Chi-Chi, give me the Dragon Balls! Because at this point, I think they're on the ground, they're just fighting over them at this point.
Pretty much.
Alright, anyway.
Oh, wait. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if I want to call it the Kamehameha.
No, before that, Goku is dead. Alright, talk about what where you see Goku after he dies.
Oh, yes. Goku has kind of a dreamlike sort of crossing over out-of-body experience where he sees his Grandpa Gohan trying to give him advice about believing in himself and reinforcing the themes of this piece, in which they're standing on a pond?
I think they're standing on different things of the pond, but yeah, you see a blue pond.
You didn't even know. It looks like it's grass at first, and then all of a sudden transitions to see they're like floating above a lake. It was really, it weirded me out. I was like, what?
Alright, but then go and explain what happens.
Oh, yeah. This thing, I think this is the point where I just completely lost. I don't know if I ever had any faith to begin with, but the Kamehameha, or the airbending technique, or whatever the hell it is, Master Roshi...
They call it the Kamehameha.
They do call it that.
The Kamehameha wave.
And it's an airbending technique. Right. Master Roshi uses a Kamehameha blast and shoots it into Goku's chest, and it brings him back to life.
Yes, friends, the Kamehameha wave. Good for wiping your enemies out of existence and for resurrecting your dead friends. It's the Swiss Army knife of superpowers.
That really hurts my soul. I'm sorry.
Now Piccolo has
all the Dragon Balls.
And so he starts doing a ceremony, in which case...
He has to say a prayer, right? He has to say a prayer of some kind. And I guess it's aligning with the eclipse, which, the Dragon Balls always have to function.
First of all, the entire movie there's a full moon every night for the entire movie.
Yes. Which Goku stares at blankly several points.
And doesn't...
transform into his giant ape form. In fact, where's his tail? Does he even have a tail?
He does not have a tail.
If you guys are fans, you know the problem, but for all you that don't know fans,
explain what happens.
Alright, in the anime, okay, Goku, this never happens to him before. Goku is an alien, alright?
And so is Piccolo, and none of this is ever spoken of in the movie.
Never. It's never. In fact, the fact that Piccolo even could control him and that the Namekians have knowledge of the Saiyans, no. There's just nothing. And it's not even, there's nothing in the dialogue, the script, in the movie. It's just a catastrophe. It's just a catastrophe.
And they just refer to the form that Goku turns into. Ozaru. And they just say that he's a servant of Piccolo.
Yes, Goku was a servant of Piccolo.
Right. That's all I say. Yeah. And the closest thing they ever come to saying from space is say that...
he was sent from the sky.
Goku was from the sky on a comet. You don't get the idea of space. You get the idea of some sort of spiritual thing.
Demigod or whatever. I don't know. Which, admittedly, was hinted at in Dragon Ball when they changed things in Dragon Ball Z, but that's not the point. There's no even explanation of that in the movie.
Okay, at which point...
We're reaching the climax, I think, soon.
When they go to when they go there, even before that, before they leave to go after Piccolo, the magical black man.
Oh yes, Dragon Ball Evolution uses the magical black man technique of films, who just kind of explains everything about these Dragon Balls.
Yeah, the magical black man, which you know nothing about, but it merely serves to help the white hero. That trope, yeah, that's in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, he gives them the thing that they used to trap Piccolo in the beginning.
The Mafuba.
Which...
how did Piccolo get out of it exactly in the beginning? No
explanation! They just see him. They talk about him being trapped in it, and then they just show him on this big goddamn airship.
He got out for some reason. Now,
we could... A line of dialogue, is that too much?
One line. In the anime, he was released by another character who wanted to use him and ally himself with him. But of course, nothing like that in this movie. Source material, guys. Come on.
Well, after he pulls up the Dragon Balls, the screen is attacked by bad CGI, and suddenly there's a mountain there. So how do they get to the mountain?
They use some sort of car, and then the cliff sort of like recedes, and they're flying off the cliff, and then all of a sudden the car grows rockets and flies up.
It does a Back to the Future 2 rip-off.
Yeah.
It turns into a flying jeep.
I was speechless. I mean, I knew he was going to spring this on me. I didn't even know. That was just Death Machina. These people can fly, for Christ's sake. They got super strength.
And once we get there, we get the crazy shocking twist of the movie, which is...
Goku gets to turn into the Uzaru. He was the monster that Piccolo controlled. Wow, we didn't see that coming, did we?
By the way, if you're hoping for a giant ape, now he turns into a werewolf.
No, not even bigger. He
turns into a red-eyed werewolf.
Don't try to tell me he's an ape.
Oh, by the way, the entire movie Goku is in his normal clothes. Then right as the flying jeep crashes...
He decides shit's about to get real. He's got to pull out the outfit from the anime.
And in like 2 seconds, he's changed into.
And I will admit, I'm glad that they decided to use that. But they should have had it in it pretty much from the beginning. Truthfully.
He's in it when he turns to the shade, CGI werewolf.
And, they can't take him down, but,
That's okay, because then he just changes back.
Yeah, he just he overcomes his...
because there are no rules.
Yes. That's what he proclaims afterwards to Piccolo. There are no rules. Essentially saying that there is no plot, and these people have no script, and the actors know nothing, and fuck you. Excuse me. Fuck you, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, entire franchise. Pardon me. Excuse me.
And the entire fight with Piccolo, if you're looking for some fight there, now they just throw fireballs at each other for a little bit.
No, they're not fireballs. Why are they fireballs? They wind? I don't even know. What is it?
They're swirling CGI crap.
It's not a Kamehameha beam.
They're throwing CGI shit at each other.
It's not a Kai beam, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, he actually starts doing the Kamehameha wave. And in the beginning, when he starts doing it, it starts looking right.
It does start looking awesome. The final beam.
And then?
Wait. He can't even say it right. And yes.
He shoots the beam at Piccolo. Then Piccolo explodes and everything's great, right?
No. Basically, he's propelled forward by the beam, which is shooting towards Piccolo's beam, goes through both beams, and instead of passing through him like he did in the cartoon, there's just an explosion. And we see Piccolo knocked out, and everything's right, and, nobody seems to be going looking for Piccolo. They just kind of leave him there, assuming he's dead. And,
Which he does look, because, there's just an explosion and he's gone.
Yeah, right, exactly. Nobody's looking around.
Right,
that's right. One last plot point.
Not yet. The movie's wrapping up at this point, right? And he decides, I just said, well, I want to go bang my high Asian girlfriend. So he goes, finds Chi-Chi, and they kiss. Good kiss. It looks awesome. You're happy to see him. At which point, afterwards, the dumbass starts talking, which he should never have done. Then, what do those two do?
They decide that they need to battle things out so that Chi-Chi can prove to herself that she can beat Goku. Now, Trolli will make a point.
We just saw this man destroy a green space alien from the sky. We saw this man just shoot a giant laser beam.
He can take down Chi-Chi.
And they fight like they're equals.
No.
I'm all for women's empowerment, but in no version of Dragon Ball anything did Chi-Chi ever come close to being Goku.
Even in the first fight.
Alright, now credits start rolling. You think everything's done. We thought everything's done.
We actually were just talking.
We got up and started talking. Then something happened.
Another scene came on.
Remember that flashback from earlier with the woman, with the mother who got shot?
That hench girl was taking them out. She was killing that woman apparently, taking a Dragon Ball. Well, we see this woman, who I guess was important to the plot, nursing someone back to health. Can you guess who that is?
You'll never guess. You'll never guess.
Not in a million years.
Because there's no
logic
reasoning or logic to explain it.
Completely pointless. It's Piccolo. It's King Piccolo. Yeah. The woman that his henchwoman tried to kill is nursing him back to health. Why?
And this was the most awe-striking part of the movie.
Like there was nothing close to an explanation for it. It was completely.
We all just watched this going.
We didn't get it at all.
We were silent. Nothing in this movie had actually brought us to silence before this.
Because it just confounded us.
And then the credits went on, at which point we just like... It was like at the very end, like, wow, we fucked these people. The makers of the movie were like, wow, did we fuck these people enough?
No. They just decided to jam something else. But I'm pretty sure everyone else was gone by that point, like fleeing from the theater with their lives as fast as they could, whatever's left of their sanity.
If you can take anything from this, especially when we redo this, and it's much better. But if you can take anything from us talking about this movie, do not go and see it. Do not spend money on it. We didn't.
Nope. We watched it for free.
On demand, on HBO. But do not fucking spend money on this movie.
Don't give them a cent. Don't even go to Redbox and rent it for $1. Seriously.
You will be happier not having ever seen this.
This is nothing. Akira Toriyama himself said he has nothing to do with this movie.
And neither should you. This is Troll and Manduke signing off.
Adios.
We're going to have to probably reshoot that, or at least edit it.